Hi, my name is Nolan Bratten, and a Rube Goldberg machine is a creative contraption that allows you to accomplish a task. It can really be anything, whether you wanted to turn off your alarm clock by pushing a button that sets off a series of dominoes that then pushes your toy car into the alarm clock button and shutting it off. It can really be anything you want it to be, as long as it's creative and it takes a long time to make. The example shown is a little bit over the top, but hopefully gets my point across. What I am now going to be showing you is how we were able to make our Rube Goldberg machine a possibility. We started out with dominoes and a lot of plastic tubing in order to hold our ball. Then, after that, we snuck into my brother's room and took a lot of his toy tracks in order to create a whole entire ramp going down the stairs. Then we decided to set up a domino and a wiffle ball that would knock over a series of books, that would then knock a ball to push the skateboard into the balloon. It took a couple hours to put together and countless tries, but we were able to get it done. We couldn't have done this without the help of physics, so of course I'm going to start with inelastic collisions. In order for our Rube Goldberg machine to correctly work, we had to use a bunch of collisions. We had to test it multiple times in order to make sure that a ping pong ball would knock over the dominoes or a wiffle ball would knock over the books, and etc. We also had to calculate certain velocities. For example, if we pushed a domino down a ramp and it went too fast, it would fly off the ramp and effectively not collide with the next object. We also had to use friction, and this is because we had to test numerous balls and dominoes in order to figure out which one would go down our ramp the best. We also had to test multiple skateboards in order to figure out which one would pop the balloon the best and move the fastest after being pushed by the basketball.
Momentum can be defined as mass and motion. So if an object is moving, then it has momentum. It has its mass and motion. Momentum depends upon the variables mass and velocity. In terms of an equation, the momentum of an object is equal to the mass of the object times the velocity of the object. The equation is P equals mv. In our machine, you see momentum all over, from the skateboard being hit by the basketball and the dominoes hitting the wiffle ball. Force is any interaction that will change the motion of an object. A force can cause any object with mass to change its velocity, which includes to begin moving from a state of rest. We see this throughout our whole project. When the basketball is pushed and hits the skateboard and rests, then it pops a balloon. Pressure is defined as the physical force exerted on an object. We had to make sure there's enough pressure coming from the nail hitting the balloon so it will pop. If there wasn't enough pressure, the balloon wouldn't have popped. We had to make sure that there was enough tension in the balloon so it would be much easier to pop. If there wasn't tension throughout our project wouldn't have worked. There were many things that could have gone better in our project, but these two were the ones that stood out. The dominoes kept falling, which made it very annoying and hard to complete the project. And the ping pong ball and the wiffle ball wouldn't exert enough force on each other, so we had to find out different ways that it would exert force.
Here are the results of our Rube Goldberg machine.
Videotaping was probably the hardest part of this whole thing. We had to get many different angles of our project. It wouldn't have been done without Christian Cotting and Nathan Rich, two students in McGarry's class.
Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this project.